What's up, everybody?
Wow.
And welcome to another edition of High Mythology, the show where we get higher than the number of chlamydia cases in koala bears and tell you guys silly stories from mythology and folklore. Tonight, on tonight's Saturday short, we will be jumping into the creation myth of the Australian Aborigines. Getting aboriginal up in this motherfucker. Yeah.
Just doing the creation story.
Just the creation story. Just creation. Just creation.
It's really hard to explain.
Yeah, but so without further ado, Kimbo, why don't you go ahead and take her away?
I'm going to do my best to explain this creation story. There's like no in the beginning type of shit. They call it dream time or dreaming. And it's an eternal place where all the spirits reside. And if we die, we go there. They also say that you can see the dreamtime world between heartbeats. Anyway, so in this dreamtime, first of all animals, humans, plants, stars, everything was already created. It was just living in caves like little spirits in the earth's surface. And everything and everyone was asleep.
Oh, sleepy time.
Yeah. Well, all but one spirit was asleep, and they called him the father of all spirits. And I think another name for him, pretty sure, is Wandjina.
Wandjina?
Wandjina.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it... Wandjina? Wandjina?
All right. Okay. So at this time, no sleeping spirit had a form. They were just, light bulbs.
They were just
pretty much
light bulbs.
Anyway, Wandjina wakes up the sun and tells her to go to the caves and wake all the spirits and give them a form. So she does. And as she is walking in the barren lands of Australia, floral and fauna bloom beneath her feet. She walked and walked and made a whole valley of different kinds of plants and flowers.
Oh.
And then she was tired and took a quick nap.
Nap time. I'm sleepy now.
Woo, walking around made me so tired. Making all that shit.
I love how sleepy they all are. It's a very sleepy creation myth.
Yeah, they're pretty laid back about the whole thing. And then, Wandjina came down and saw her work, and he was like, nice job and shit. Like, get down to the caves and wake the spirits. Like I fucking told you to do.
Oh, what? I was sleeping.
So the sun gets up and finds the cave. And her warm sunshine woke up all the spirits of insects. And they all took forms of all the insects of the world, and they flew out of the cave.
First thing is fucking insects. Wake up the creatures. Wake up, creatures. Oh, it's fucking mosquitoes.
She watched joyfully as the insects were hanging out with doing nature shit in what she created in the valley.
Nature
They were all just hanging out in there. And then Wandjina comes back down and is like, nice job, but there's more spirits to wake up, so hop to it, bitch. And so the sun ventures further down into the cave.
You mean it's not just going to be a planet of bugs?
No.
What will the mosquitoes torment if you don't go wake the humans? Whose barbecues will the flies ruin?
That's exactly what it's fucking like, dude. So, as she went down further into the cave, heat from her rays melted the ice, and they flowed out of the cave and became the rivers, streams, and lakes.
Sploosh.
And then she found a fuck ton of spirits below the melted ice, and the fish, snakes, lizards, and frogs flew out of the cave.
Flying frog.
All your reptiles.
Frog! Ah! I like how she still hasn't gotten into any of the good shit yet.
Yep.
She's just like, what kind of fucking planet is this supposed to be?
For real. She ventured further and further and further and awoke all the birds and the animal spirits. And then they too raced out of the cave. The sun thought she got them all. And so she left the cave.
I'm done. The humans are the laziest. We were at the back of the cave.
Oh, yeah, no, they came out too, and the stars too, everything.
No, okay.
Yeah. And the sun thought she got them all, so she left the cave. Wandjina was quite pleased with her work. And so the sun told her to tell all the spirits to form into their permanent animal shape or whatever. And
Pick a shape, any shape.
Enjoy the bounty of earth and beg them all to live peacefully.
Oh, poor guy.
And then she said, Peace, bitches, and rose into the sky and became the sun that we know today.
Peace. It's telling them not to fight is actually literally saying peace, bitches, and then tipping.
Yeah. And all living things watched the sun fly slowly across the sky. But when she disappeared behind the western hill, shit broke loose. Everyone was panicking. There were riots, burning, looting. Fucking 6 black wallabies were caught in a white kangaroo shootout and died. It got crazy.
Humanity!
It got
the
crazy.
Humanity!
Fucking crazy shit, man. For what after seemed like a long-ass fucking time, the sun poked her head back over the eastern horizon.
It was just the nighttime. They all what are they gonna do? Kill your children so they don't have to know this dark... Oh, it's over.
And
I guess that was only like 5 hours.
and then everyone calmed down and then realized that she would be coming and going, and they learned not to be little bitches. And everything was going to be okay. Alright, first everyone was chill and lived peacefully together. But eventually envy found its way into their hearts, and everyone started to fight with each other. So the sun was pissed. She had to come down and break up the little fucking skirmishes.
Yeah. Don't make me come down there.
She gave all the creatures a one-time chance to change their appearance, which she would regret.
Well, the platypus took that one too far.
Some rats became bats, some lizards became fish, and gave themselves blue tongues and feet. The oddest one she saw had a duck's bill, teeth to chew, and a tail of a beaver. And they lay eggs. The platypus.
Yeah. I do what I want with my body.
She
My
was
body,
most
my
upset
choice.
about the platypus.
I would kind of be too. I told you, just pick a lane. Pick a lane, creature.
For real.
You can't have a duck bill and a beaver tail. You're
doesn't
making
make
ducks and beavers offended.
You're a mammal that lays fucking eggs.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
None of this makes sense.
The sun thought for sure the father of all spirits would come down and chew her ass out. So she decided to give birth to the moon and the morning star, which turned out to be Venus, by the way.
Venus.
And the sun was a bit more satisfied because she knew her children could not change their form, as the moon and the morning star have a little bit of energy from her.
Oh, so
And,
she keeps them locked into form. That way the bats don't decide to be cats.
I know, for real.
And the rats don't decide to grow chicken wings.
And then the world would also be super lit up while she was out of sight.
Mm-hmm. Giving them the moon.
All right, and that's the main story there.
Yeah, that's
So most of this is from the Southwest Australian Aborigine. By the way, there were over 250,000 Aborigine people, plus the different tribes all about. So all these gods have different names. They call them all different things.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sun is a woman named Uni.
Uni.
Y-N-E.
Y-N-E. Yene. Yene.
Eni.
Yene.
Or whatever. And she gave birth to the sun, moon, called like Baloo.
Baloo. I like Baloo. That's the
know,
bear
right?
from the
that
Jungle
was great.
Book.
I know, right?
Look
I was
for
like,
the
that's dope.
bare
Like,
necessities.
but he was
the
also
red
fucking
of bare
super creepy. And then
necessities.
there was like other gods and shit like that. I mean, we'll get into that fucking shit like much later, but
Yeah,
this is just a short story. Sorry.
Yeah, that's some pretty cool shit though. With all the creatures having the ability to change.
Yeah, like you get a one-time deal, guys. And then
I like to
that
think the
is it.
sloth was actually super upset with how he came out, but he was just so slow he missed the window.
This gave rise to the idea
Like,
of plastic
what?
surgery.
We could have changed into
We could be
something
anything we
else.
want. You mean I could be a black girl or a black man?
I would have
The opposite
totally. Yeah, I
Shit.
would have totally grown wings.
No.
The three-toed sloth. The koala bear is just like, I want to be me, but I want to fuck.
And I want no chlamydia. To come with it.
Yeah. That's it's a fucking kangaroos with their pouches. I bet that was an after effect too. What do you want? I am tired of hopping around here. Nothing to keep my stuff in. How about a little pouch on my front? Okay.
Is that before or after they massacred 6 black wallaby?
Yeah, that was a whole event. The wallabies.
It was pretty fun.
The wallabies. Oh.
I know. Sorry, it's an ultra short. The Aborigine has to have a quick. Here you go.
Yeah, they're very to the point.
I mean, the
with
stars
stuff.
came out during that cave time as well. I just forgot to mention it. And then
and
just
the
a man and a woman were born, and then they just kept multiplying like fucking rabbits.
They came out and they're like, "Watch this."
Watch me dominate.
Watch me dominate with my ability to just bang 24/8.
Some of them became Vikings.
All the other
some
creatures
of them...
came out of the cave, and then they were waiting. And they're like, "What's that noise coming from the back of the cave?" Like, "Oh shit, the humans decided to take another minute in the cave."
I mean, yeah, after the humans came out, everything had already fucking multiplied like a lot, you know what I mean? So there were like humans of every kind. We had some Norsemen come out from this. We had some Asians come out.
Or
we had Native Americans from North America. We had the white people.
Or also, I like to think the way human nature is, all the creatures came out of that same cave, and then the humans just walked up to the door to the cave, and they're like,
"Let's blow it up.
Get off my yard. It's my cave now." I live it like with that. We all came from that cave, yeah. But I was last, so it's my fucking cave. Go find your own cave.
What about when the next person comes up? No.
I cut it off. We cut it off.
Send it back in.
We boarded up the
Stays
back.
down there.
There's no more fucking creatures coming.
That's how we get dwarfs.
Yeah, I boarded. There was a bunch of short dudes with beards back there. I didn't like the way they were looking at me, so I boarded it up.
Back there. Saw a big ass lizard with breathing fire getting ready to come up
a fire breathing lizard
me.
Just went
I was going to call it a dragon. And I was like,
Saw a horse with a horn on its head, and I just didn't like the look of it.
Didn't understand it. Sounded like, nope.
I'm like, I am instantly offended by that horn on your head.
Yeah. Isn't the dream world interesting? But
I do think it is.
It's constantly there.
Yeah. Well, when you first talked about it, too, I thought for some reason that our world was the dream world, and that had me really going on like, we live in the fucking Matrix.
But as most of you know...
It's all a dream!
The Aborigine war with the Australians lasted from, 1773 to 1939?
Yeah, they did them dirty.
And the last full-blooded Aborigine died in fucking 1960. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah.
They just wiped them out.
Yeah, they wiped them out.
Shit.
So there's not a lot of these going around, but
North America's starting to look nice now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's when you know your people had it bad, when a Native American dude looks at you like, man, the white man really fucked you guys.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, our references, sources for today's episode were the Williams College, cs.williams.edu, ancient-origins.com, worldfootprints.com, crystallinks.com.
And that'll give you a lot of information on just who the gods are. It's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. And Britannica.com. Gotta love that old school Encyclopedia Britannica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that they're right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this has been a very short, but I hope you folks enjoy
it. Yeah.
Yeah, still tackling something new. You know, some of these shorts, especially, we can't control necessarily how short they are, because, you know.
They're shorts.
Yeah, they're shorts, and their history and mythology isn't there, so.
Yeah. But stay tuned for Thursdays, so continue the quest for the epic Greek heroes.
Yeah, OGs of Greece series coming back at you on Thursday with Hercules. Hercules! At least I believe.
No, I think you're going after Atlanta. Atalanta, yeah. Yeah, you're after Atalanta. We just did Hercules last week.
No, we did. Oh, yeah, I think we did. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We got you.
Look at me. Look at me over here.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
We'll
give
send
us
you a sticker.
We'll do the research. So, you know, if you come across some group of people where you're like, I want to know what those fuckers believe.
What is this?
Send us a shout out and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get some comedy in there too, so that's a win-win for you.
We'll make some jokes. And trust me, if it's a type of mythology or story that has some actual lines, we will do some silly voices as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, yeah, thank you, everybody, and have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.